All right. It's May 17th, 2019. That was a weird sound. About 11:30 in the morning. Uh, I'm kind of like thinking a lot right now. And of course I am, right? That's the channel that you guys subscribe to. The guy who fucking thinks so much and then puts all his thoughts in a fucking video and uploads it to you guys. And most of the time he's complaining or being negative or sad or something like that. And I am absolutely addicted to smoking weed. Let me back up a little bit there. I think the word addicted and addiction has been thrown into this category and become something that is only black and white. There's not variations of addiction. You know, people think of addiction like if I don't have it, I'm about to go suck some dick for a joint type shit. Or if I'm not having it, I'm fucking freaking out and convulsing and shit like that, you know? That's not the addiction I have. I'm addicted to being happy and to feeling content with my life. And if I'm not smoking weed, most of the time, I'm not happy with my life. I'm not happy barely making it, you know, paycheck to paycheck, you know. I'm not happy with how angry I get and how mad I can get, how easily infuriated I can get at times. I'm not happy with the constant fucking sorrow and bullshit, you know, thoughts that I have. I'm not happy with so many things. And it's like when I smoke weed, it doesn't necessarily like just make me like I don't give a fuck about nothing. Like that's really not what it is. I think what it does is just it's like it helps me to focus on the good and look around at all the good that I have. My beautiful family, you know, my fucking studio, my YouTube channel, my, you know, house, my, you know, my dog. Like it just makes me focus on the good, or helps me to focus on the good. And when I'm not smoking, at times, not all the time, because there are times when I don't smoke the whole fucking day and I'm gonna have the best, most productive day ever. But at times I feel like I get into this weird mind state where it's like I feel like I have nothing to do. Nothing is as enjoyable as it is when I'm high. I could play fucking Fortnite and, you know, whatever, and it is not as enjoyable as when I'm high. I can make YouTube videos and it's not as enjoyable as when I'm high. I can legitimately like be with my family, and as much as I love them and I enjoy them, there are times where it's not as enjoyable as it would be as if I was high or if I had smoked that day. And that's like absolute honesty. You know, maybe it's not, and that's not to take anything away from my family. I love them with all my heart. I would die for them without, you know, any hesitation. But there's something in me that has grown over the last decade of smoking weed, that has grown attached to it and has grown to allow it to make who I am. It is who I am. Smoking weed, marijuana, cannabis, it is me. That is who I am. Like, and it's fucking with my head lately. Like, I don't want to be anything but me. That includes smoking weed. That I don't want that to make who I am. I don't want psychedelics to make who I am. I feel like for years I have created this persona that I am slowly growing away from, and it's so sad. I love smoking weed. I love the culture of it. I think it's beautiful, and I think it helps so many people. And I can say the same thing about psychedelics. I love the culture. I think it's beautiful, and I think it can help so many people. But I just don't know if it's one, if it's me anymore, and two, if it's good for me anymore. The psychedelic thing, you know, I've come to terms with it. You know, I've struggled with it the past few years, and it's like, God, I hope my microphone's not messed up right now. It's kind of like I've grown okay with it being an occasional thing and something I've learned a lot from, and I've taken those lessons and I've grown with, you know. It's not like I'm out here, you know, tripping balls, you know, at all basically anymore. But yeah, every few months I microdose a little bit here and there, you know, whatever. But when it comes to weed, like, I just am like, I don't know, so lost and so nervous that smoking weed has just become part of my existence. Like I'm saying, like, it's become everything for me almost. And maybe I'm probably exaggerating. And if I smoked a fucking blunt right now, if I take one hit out of a bowl right now, I'd be like, what the fuck was I talking about? I would look at this video and probably delete it and not upload it if I smoked. There's been multiple times where I'll make a video when I'm sober and then I'll smoke and I'll rewatch it like, what the who is this guy? You know, like, and it's terrifying right now in this moment. You know, I had like a half a bowl last night that I smoked with you guys on live stream. And that got me through the night. I was totally content. Like, I was, you know, fine. This morning I woke up, you know, I did a few things, and it has not been like a super depressing. It's been more of like a thoughtful morning. I've only been awake like, what, 4 hours? And I feel like I've been like thinking so much. I've thought enough for 3 days. But I mean, shit, not smoking. I've done things that I haven't done in a while. Like, we had a bunch of fucking, like, eggs and chorizo and potatoes that I normally never would have made or cooked. If I, you know, had been smoking, I'd probably literally just grab a slice or two of bread and eat it rather than making like a legitimate breakfast for myself. I cleaned certain things that I had seen for a while. Like, there are positive things happening already just because I haven't smoked. I don't fucking know what I'm even talking about. I just want to be okay in any situation. I want to be happy with myself, and I don't want to be reliant on anything, you know, smoking weed included. And I guess I'm just learning how to now, or I need to learn how to. But it's terrifying. You know, it's funny because I look around at other people, like even my kids, my wife, like, you know, friends, whatever. Like, there are so many humans on earth who don't smoke weed, who never smoke weed, and are absolutely normal, and who like just learn to deal with things other ways, and like don't even entertain the idea of getting high and smoking weed. Like, and that confuses me. And I don't understand what it'd be like to live a life and not smoke weed ever. That is insane to me. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm really just, I had to talk, and I'm sick of fucking texting my wife every single day talking about how, you know, stressed or depressed I am. I don't even want to bother my own wife about it because it's starting to annoy me already. So I came in here, pressed record, and just started talking. I don't know where to go from here, kind of. And I appreciate, like, I also do want to say that I just appreciate all you guys so much, all the positive comments, all the, you know, the good wishes, and just like motivation that you guys give me. It really does help. So thank you for allowing me to bitch and complain anytime I want to. To those who watch all the way to the end of this video, you guys are amazing, and I appreciate you. I'm just trying to figure things out, you know. This is a big part of my life right now. I feel like I'm taking action into being the person that I've always wanted to be, you know. Throughout my 20s, I've always thought, like, one day I'm going to be in really good shape and I'm going to get all this fucking fog out of my brain and I'm going to just be happy and I'm just going to do all those things that I wanted to do. And I know I'm taking the first steps toward that, and it feels really good. It makes me happy. But it's also fucking terrifying at the same time. And yeah, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. It sucks that I'm not smoking weed. I want to get high right now really bad. But, you know, I also know that it's good for me to not be smoking right now. But I guarantee you, if the homie popped up with a blunt right now, I would smoke the shit out of it. And that's the moral of the story. Peace out, guys.